Late Talking Families. I have so much to talk to you about behavior because let's face it, when we're dealing with behavior, it can be challenging. Okay, one quick thing, and I might say this before every one of my behavior videos. As parents, when we hear the word behavior, we think of bad behavior, naughty behavior. Behavior really isn't all bad. When speech paths or developmental pediatricians or psychologists or OTs or teachers talk about behavior, they're just talking about what a body does. When you laugh at a joke, or when you try to keep getting mommy to play with you, or when you keep moving your back as if you're a 3-year-old so your little crawling 10-month-old sibling doesn't ruin your Lego thing. That's a behavior. Also, when you push your brother, when you scream, when you throw a tantrum, that's behavior too. But I think we're really used to calling behavior, or as parents, perceiving of behavior as bad behavior. There's just behavior. There's behavior we like, and there's behavior we would prefer to avoid. And in professional circles, they call that preferred and non-preferred behavior. So now you know a term. And I just want you to bear that in mind when people come to you and talk about that, because I think as parents, as soon as we hear the word behavior, at least I know I did, I go right to what did my child do? What are they doing wrong? And they don't mean it that way. And I think a lot of times we forget to clarify that. So having known that term, I'm going to give you one other kind of basic piece of information. And this is it. Attention is attention. Attention is attention. If you make the attention you give your child hearts and flowers and M&Ms and candy versus lecturing, versus explanations, versus you're going to look at me while I finish everything I'm going to say. Attention is attention, and it tends to increase behavior, right? So, for example, if your child does something that you don't like, let's look at a non-preferred behavior. If your little 5-year-old is playing with a toy, his 18-month-old sibling grabs it away, and they're really upset, and they grab the toy back from the 18-month-old, who then inadvertently falls backwards and maybe conks their little head, and then everybody's screaming. You might come up to your child and you might go, oh, Billy, why did you do that? Look, your little brother, he's 18 months old. He just wanted to play with you. He didn't know that, blah, blah, blah. Wah, 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 wah. Wah, wah, the child trying to get away. Guess what? Attention is attention. That child got a lot of your time and a lot of your energy. Maybe it wasn't the best attention that he wanted, but guess what? It's going to tend to increase that behavior anyway. If a child bites somebody and we all go, ah, guess what? He gets a lot of attention. So just remember that what we give our attention to is likely going to increase. Whatever it is that we're giving our feedback to, spending a lot of time with that child is going to tend to increase. So, and that goes on the other side of the thing too. Let's say the child's, coloring, and he's sitting there really nicely while you're visiting with an unexpected guest, and the child is just behaving wonderfully. And if you tend to give that child attention and say, wow, Joey, you are just coloring so nicely, or you go by and you give him a little high five. Oh, love that, Joey, that is so good. Have the friend come over. Look at how well Joey is coloring. That's great, Joey. And then go away. Kind of, give him some attention. That's probably going to increase that behavior too. I think sometimes we think if we're giving happy attention, that the behavior increases. And if we're giving punitive attention, that behavior decreases. Not true. So just think about that for a little bit. What are we giving our child attention for? And try to just see when those times are. And then ask yourself, is it negative or positive attention? And just think about that, because the take-home message, and this is the last thing I'm going to say today, is when you immediately give your child attention after some behavior, preferred or non-preferred, it's going to tend to increase it, whether you perceive your attention as positive or negative. I know this is a lot of information, but just, cogitate on that for a little bit and see what you notice around your house. I'm going to go, and I hope that you are out enjoying the day or out doing something with your late talker. Bye for now.